Next we have Jack Sheedy, who is, I believe, a journalist, an essayist, a poet, wears a hat well. And if you want to say something more about yourself, go ahead, but come on up and read. And after that is Cece.
Thank you. First thing I need to do is hold this so you can see my face, my beautiful face. Thank you, Debbie. Thank you to the library. Thank you to all the goddesses here. My number one goddess is sitting right here. She inspires me every day. Patricia Mason Martin. Well, this just happened. In my father's tire tracks. This is on Amazon, and I'm going to read the very first chapter, which is very short. And the chapter kind of explains what the rest of the book is about, so I don't need to tell you too much, except to say that this book is in two different time frames and two perspectives, my father's and my own. My father took his trip in 1959, and I tried to duplicate it just 2.5 years ago, when I was 75, by the way. So, in my father's tire tracks, chapter 1, Gravel, 1969. It was my turn at the wheel, and somewhere on a narrow 2-lane road in Ohio, I swerved right to avoid a squirrel, and the red Volvo sports car's passenger side rear tire spun on loose gravel on the shoulder at 70 miles an hour and caused us to boomerang back onto the road and into the lane of an oncoming truck that was traveling as fast as we were. I felt a gentle hand on my right arm. Jack, ease back into your lane, my father said, as calmly as he could, perhaps knowing that staying calm was the best chance to keep his 23-year-old son from making the wrong choice, yanking the steering wheel and losing control again, or slamming on the brakes, or worst choice of all, freezing from fear and turning both of us and the truck driver into grim headlines in tomorrow's Columbus Dispatch. It was the first and last long road trip I took with my father. We made it safely to our destination, my college campus in Superior, Wisconsin. But I have been haunted by that close call of an early September day in 1969 ever since. Whenever I felt the call of the open road, I remembered the sound of gravel hitting the underside of Dad's car, how the right side sank into the unfinished shoulder, how the car jerked itself back onto the road as if propelled from a cannon, how I somehow guided that four-wheeled missile back onto a safe trajectory, how the truck air-horned past us in the eastbound lane as we barreled west into Indiana. We stopped at the nearest gas station, filled the tank, and switched seats. It was Dad's turn at the wheel, and he navigated that sporty red car safely to the next motel on our 3-day journey to northern Wisconsin. This happened almost 10 years after Dad had made his solo road trip from Connecticut to California, a trip he talked about for the rest of his life. I always wondered why he did such a thing, what he thought about while driving or while lodging in strange motels, how he could have been so sure he would complete the trip safely and return to his family before Christmas. Would you do that again? I asked him as we settled into a neon motel outside of Fort Wayne. In a heartbeat, he said. It didn't occur to me to ask why. But since that trip with Dad, I knew I would never stop wondering until I tried it myself. In November 2021, it was once again my turn at the wheel. Thank you.